I think I might have a fucking problem. Pushing out a rolling marijuana. Thinking about getting more to the bank, but they won't let me in cause I smell like dank. I think I might have a motherfucking problem. Get it. I think I might have a motherfucking problem.
Madden world, what it be like? Get your boy Fo, and bro, we are back on that Madden 19. I'm gonna just get straight to it, man. If you're new, like and sub. Got a 4K sub giveaway going on as well, so you definitely want to subscribe. Bro, I got a question about, do I have any setups for manual rushing? I know that's something that's running rampant in the community. I've seen various YouTubers kind of put out information about manual rushing. It's on websites, it's everywhere, man. And honestly, man, like I feel like everybody else feel. This shit should be patched. It's too many different variations. And if you know how to send a nano and manual rush somebody at the same time, bro, it's GG. It's so hard. And then like there's no one size fits all to stop manual rushing. So like one thing that may work to stop, you know, exhibit A might not necessarily work on exhibit C, and so on and so forth. So it's really, really crazy. EA definitely needs to patch it, but I think it kind of highlights a bigger issue, which is the game is just broken this year, bro. But I'm gonna show y'all some basic manual rushing. I actually came up with one like hella quick for y'all. And then I'm gonna show you how to stop it as well, because I ain't putting nothing out like this like if I don't show you how to stop it at the same time. So we can do it out of 46 normal. I like cover 1 whole as something. You can do it out of cover 3. Cover 2 invert is really crazy. And then fire zone 3, we already put out a video on fire zone 3, so you can always set it up like it looks like a manual rush, and then you drop back into coverage, and if they see you drop back into coverage, it could be a turnover, bro. But anyway, let's get into cover 1 whole. I'm in Cincinnati's playbook. On offense, we're looking at New England, and honestly, bro, you can shut down these 2 plays I'm going to show you with split close pats, and you can slow it down with bunch too. Let's start with the 5-1-8 hook. All right. Reason why I want to start with this is because there's a running back blocking on the same side, so we want to start with that. Now, there's a couple of things to highlight about this. First of all, I'm using 46 normal and the speed package, so everybody that's manned up is a DB. So technically, if you are in MUT, for instance, you could have a 90+ man coverage on every single player that's playing man coverage. So that then makes it that much harder for them to get open. All right. Also, another thing is we got a 3-rec over the middle of the field. So anytime you're manually rushing people or you're sending any type of pressure whatsoever, people like to run slants and drags and just quick hitting things if they can't hit the flats. So the 3-rec does an excellent job. It's the best zone, I think, in the game, and it does a really good job of covering the stuff over the middle of the field. Also, you see I got Julio Jones spread out to the left side. If I was gonna like press or something like that and he was on the island, he could just beat the press and be wide open downfield on a go route. But this is cover 1, so you see I have him backed up, so I'm not just gonna get beat deep over the field. Now we can talk about it later as far as like what post routes do and stuff like that if you can stop the blitz. But what I like to do is I like to, oh yeah, also you're manning players up, so they can't really throw to the flats. If they throw to the flats, it's going to be somebody to meet them at the flats. Anyway, all right, so I like to spread the defensive line. I'll take the player that's manned up on the running back. I'll back him up a couple clicks right here. You see me back him up, and then me get down here and I'll blitz here. Now, one of the things that's cool as well I should mention is you can blitz with either the linebacker or you can blitz with the safety. Now, if you blitz with the safety, keep in mind that's a defensive back as well. So you can have as fast of a player as you can get. You can get a 99 speed player, you got a 99 speed player, you know, so that also enhances the blitz as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna sit him in this gap right here. You see we running the 5-1-8 hook. I got straight to it. We ain't going with 5 players blocking. We blocking 6, but we blocking on the same side as well. And I'm going to try to do this with 2 controllers, so y'all kind of bear with me. I'll mess up sometimes, I'm sure. So we'll snap the ball, and then you'll see us kind of get out here. And honestly, I kind of fanned out a little bit too wide, but we still got in. But you see how you kind of get a speed boost. And that's Tayshaun Gibson, bro. He like in the mid-80s, so he ain't that fast. But look, the reason why I like this play so much is because the player, every time the running back block, right, the player that's defending the running back, he shoots the A-gap. Look at a great angle, too. It's just a straight, direct line to the quarterback. So even if they decide to try to shift or run, or try to run to that side, like that player is going to come wide open. So the running back's having to choose between me or him. And then that's it. All right, now let's look at the coverage behind it, okay? So this is a comeback route that gets open versus man. You see we hit the quarterback before he ever comes back. We have this post going over the middle of the field. That's the reason why we like the 3-rec, because he's going to defend that, right? He's backing up. Look at the flat. So we got a player going to the flat. That's being defended in the flat. And then we also have like a little hitch that this player would shoot down and play if you try to throw it. So that's what makes all of this shit hella interesting, is just the fact that you get such good coverage on the back end of it. Now, I will tell you, if you can pick the blitz up, then you can really pick this shit apart if it's not set up correctly. So let's come back, and now we're gonna max protect. So you see we're max protecting. We'll set it up again. We'll spread the defensive line. We'll go ahead and back this player up a couple clicks, and then we'll come down with this player. Like I said, you could pick whoever you want. So if you want to blitz with the linebacker, sometimes blitz with the linebacker. And we'll go ahead and set it up again. We'll snap. We'll run out wide, and you see we're just gonna get in. Now, with that, let's go ahead and look at the replay. This is max protect. So you see me get outside. You see the player trying to shoot the A-gap. But look at the other thing. When the tight end blocks, his player is actually going to shoot the outside. So if you try to roll to the right, we got a player coming to the right side. You see we still got this player coming up the middle as well. And then I'm still, with the max protect, able to get the manual rush around the corner right here, okay? Now, well, how do you pick this shit up? The easy way to pick it up is just max protect, and then you can motion the tight end to the left side, okay? If I do that, then I'm going to drag R1, and now all 3 of these routes should basically just destroy this play in general. So we'll spread the defensive line, we'll back this player up a couple clicks, and then we'll come down into this space, okay? So we'll snap the ball, try to get out wide, and then you can see it. By the time that player came in, because he had to have a block shed, but by the time that player came in with the block shed, look at what happened. We had the comeback route open out there. You see the drag isn't actually open because of the block shed. If there was no block shed, the drag is actually going to come free. He'll run past the 3-rec, but look up top on this post. This is Calvin Ridley versus, man, Jalen Ramsey, bro. And y'all know how good he is in the game, like 97 man coverage. And you see I'm still going to be able to get open as well. So that actually does a good job of picking it up. But we could always go to cover 2 invert. Now, if we go to cover 2 invert, and then we max protect the way that we were doing, then we'll be able to come down here, just sit in this gap, and then when they snap the ball, you can see right there, we'll just turbo through. Now, this is simply broken, bro. There is no way around this shit. This is broken. This should not be in the game. I should not be able to do this. And I really didn't want this out on the internet, because I'm just contributing more of people seeing this type of shit. But I'm gonna show you how to pick this up So hopefully with me showing you, you'll see it. And all I'm doing is calling cover 2 invert, standing in this gap. I'm not holding the L trigger. I wait a split second, like after the ball is snapped, so they can engage. I take a small step forward and turbo, and I get like this insane boost to the quarterback. And that's just cheese, bro. That's some bullshit. This is a dirty way to play, to be honest. So let's talk about blocking it. So we can get into some shit like this. I call like PA post. It's a play action play, because play action does a pretty good job of picking this shit up. So I would call PA post, then I would drag X, and then that's the play. I do that. That pick it up the majority of the time. And to be honest, just so y'all know, like I said, it's not a one size fit all thing. This isn't going to pick up every single manual rush, but it does a pretty good job with this one that I'm showing you. So we'll call cover 2 invert. We'll get back into this space again. And like I said, even with this one, it's not 100%, bro. It's like 9 times out of 10 I'll pick it up. Sometimes I'll still shoot the gap. So let's go ahead, go with it. And see, look, I shot through still. You see that? Like, I still got through. So we'll replay that and look how crazy that is. Because a lot of people will tell you, like, just run play action and it'll work. That's not true. You can see it right here. Play action will not stop this all the time. There are some that won't work. Now, I will show you a play action play in this video that will actually stomp this shit out, like, completely. But not all the time. So if you see, like, if it happens like that, you can call this play, and now you can't drag X. You need to max protect him, and then you still need to drag this player. Run it like that. All right, and then that'll pretty much work a lot better. If you want, you can even slant circle and then motion snap him as well. So that's something you can add into this play. You got a high-low read between R1 and square, and then we'll go to the cover 2 invert, and then you'll see that we won't be able to get that same action. So we're gonna do it again. So, and you see it, so then we can't get up through there. They'll do a better job at picking it up then, and now it makes it a little bit easier for us. So you have to call the play action in this play and max protect. And I don't know if, you know, when we think play action works, maybe it was just against not, you know, something else or a different formation. But in this 4-6, if you run cover 2 invert specifically, and do the manual rush, it'll come in on play action a lot. But you gotta max protect. So you can see right there, we can get through now, and you see we got this high-low going on right here. So we'll be able to go hot. And that's the thing about manual rushing that a lot of people have to know, is that they're manually rushing you, bro. So they're not playing in the back. So you're playing against bots back here. So you just need to have concepts that are gonna beat, you know, coverages, and then you should be good to go. Like, for instance, we could pick this up, and now I'm able to just throw over the middle right here because it's cover 2 invert. They didn't put a deep blue out, and boom, I'm down the field. So that would be how you do that. But let's go to something a little bit easier so we don't have to read as much. Split close pats. First, let's take a look at HB Will real quick, and I just want to make sure that I mention this. I'm just trying to cover all of the bases in this video. All right, so now we'll call cover 1 hole, and we'll go with our initial setup. Now you can get in on this if they're not blocking it. So let's say they try to max protect, right? You can still get in on this. So, oh, that's my fault. Bro, my joystick almost fell like out of my goddamn lap. My fault. But we'll do it again. So we'll max protect. I don't even know if y'all can hear my joystick and shit moving around, but we'll try it again. And you can see it right there. I didn't get wide enough. But the overall point is about this is they couldn't even block one. If they block one or even block two, we should be able to get that in. There's a third setup. You could actually stay a little bit wider right here. If they block two right here, then I can go. And I can go out wide. And then we can just get more pressure. But the main reason why I wanted to show this is because if you are picking up the blitz, which you see it's doing a better job. This formation in general just does a better job. You're able to hit this post down the field. So I wanted to make sure I could show that. And even if they lead his post and then start blitzing this player, for instance, then you can easily just max protect. I would actually motion this player over to make sure, because it's kind of dicey if you don't. And then you can just have that slant over the middle if they go with the 3-rec. So you either go low or high. Because if you block that blitz all the way, say we block it and we trying to come with this player, right? Then what's going to happen is, and you will see it. And look, the blitz actually came in that time. So that's the shit I'm talking about. It's so inconsistent. But you see it right there, bro. He screamed. Like right up the middle. And that's what'll happen, bro. Like sometimes it'll just get off. But you see, look at Julio down the field. He wide open. If you can pick up the blitz, then like a post route, for instance, will beat it. So you got to be careful or whatnot. But the blitz is just so crazy. You see it's coming in against like 2 players block. So let's get into like just talking about how to block it generally though, because I just wanted to throw the wheel out there and kind of talk about that post route. If you can pick up the blitz, then you can throw it. But you see the blitz is still giving me problems even. But you call PAL slide, bro, and flip it if they're running those 2 plays, and that'll just stomp out both of them. So it won't even. What's cool about it too is all you're gonna need to do is just block the running back. Just block the running back, and it'll do a good job against both. I'm not saying it'll completely kill it, but it'll do a good job. So you'll spread the defensive line, you'll back this player up, and then you'll come down. This will actually stop this one if you put him right here and you snap it. You see how he goes and finds him, and look at X. And so I would have been able to, like, it gives you that same post, because if that's what you really want to do is try to like either run the football on people that do this kind of shit, or you pick the blitz up from the area that it's coming from. I would have actually moved a little bit to the right. I couldn't get on the other controller, and look at X. X is wide open to bomb down the field. So that's one way. This same play though, against the cover 1 hole, you can go with that 3rd variation, and then it plays better. So we could actually take this player, for instance, and just play right here instead of playing right up the middle on the play action. And then we could just get a much, you see the looping, you saw how it worked out that time. That's gonna get that player like open to come free. So instead of us being right on the line, because if we're right on the line, then the left guard is going to move and pick us up. If we're outside, the left guard is going to not pick up anybody. And that's going to mean that once the running back that's blocking picks us up, nobody's going to be there to pick up the DB at all. And he's going to come free. But this same play actually does an excellent job at killing the manual rush up the gut. So you'll see where when we snap the ball, look, he just goes and finds him immediately. So that's what's cool about that, because you can see where they can't run this manual rush. You see how he just snaps the ball and then he just goes straight to him. So that just stops that completely. It's all dead. And let's call it again. And then we could easily go with a simple setup at that point. We can just do that. Come back with that. And then we good to go. We only blocking 6 against our manual rush. So you can see him get picked up now. Now I got all the time in the world. I got a bomb going across the middle. It's not like they're going to be able to do it. They manually rushing, but they're getting picked up. So this play does really good at slowing down both of the original setups. Now the third variation, you saw me get in on this play. But the 2 original plays, if they're at the line of scrimmage at all trying to rush you manually, it'll pick it up. They have to be off the line of scrimmage in order for it to work, which playing off the line of scrimmage is a great idea in a lot of cases. So, but that's a bomb that you can hit. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to show y'all this shit. And then like one of the plays that I used to stop it, man, that cover 1 hole like works against a lot of shit, bro. Like the same setups I was showing y'all on blocking it will not work in a lot of formations. It is no rhyme or reason to it, which is just completely glitchy, bro. So hopefully this was good information for y'all. I kind of showed you some shit, but I showed y'all it can be stopped as well. Really what y'all should be focusing on is trying to get it stopped. I don't think this is good for the community at all. This is not good for just Madden players, everybody trying to play and have fun playing the game in general, man. So, you know, I feel like it's something that maybe y'all should know, so that way if somebody's doing it to y'all, y'all can do it to them. And also I wanted to show y'all like the foundation of starting to try to stop some of these things with trying to get the tight end on the same side of the blitz that's coming if it's going to the outside, because it works really well when you're max protecting. And then also certain play action plays that'll just completely destroy it when they're coming up the A gap. So hopefully y'all appreciated this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well. And as always, respect the OGs. Peace.